Hi guys, Wanda here, and I'm going to work on a dragonfly. So I've got my Santorini stone. It's nice and clean. I wanted to show you guys if you have a Santorini, there's not a lot of marks on this one, but if you do and they're rusty or have marks or kind of like this here, you can take, this is just a soft sanding block or sanding, I don't know what it's called. Anyways, it's like sandpaper, and there are different grits on the different sides. So you can just remove it that easy. And then I keep a brush handy like this to brush it away so that it doesn't go airborne. Because Santorini dust is pretty small and particulates and can get in your lungs, I guess. I don't know. I don't particularly like sniffing it. So see here, it just comes off with a few, a few little scratches, little elbow grease, and then your Santorini is like beautiful, brand new, right? They just get scuffed up. It's not unusual to see that. So that's just my tip for the day. Anyways, so I'm going to do this on here. And I'm going to use a piece of carbon graphite paper to trace it on there. Sorry, gotta clean my area. I have a piece left over. I'm just gonna cut it out from. So you want to make sure that the shiny side is on your rock. So I like to use it wisely. You can use these pieces over and over and over again also. So don't throw them away when you're done with them. I usually leave them connected to this, and then I put this in a folder, or I actually have a basket over here where I put my used images so that if I want to do them again, it already has the tracing paper connected to it. I call it tracing paper, but it's transfer paper. Anyways, I like to cut it as close as possible to my image so that I can really see what it's going to look like on my rock. I think I want it this way. And I know that I'm going to put this in a stand. This is from the Dollar Tree. It's a pretty cool stand. Anyways, I don't know if you can see this at this angle, but so I know I want the rock to sit in the stand. And since it's not a straight bottom, it's going to kind of sit at an angle in the stand, kind of like that. Okay, so I know that I want my image kind of crooked like that. So that's a good way to tell. Plan out if you're going to have a stand with your rock, or if you're making it for a gift for someone. Okay, so once you have it planned out, secure it to your rock. I just use Scotch tape. Just secure it in a couple of places. And then I use a dotting stylus to transfer my image. And I use one with a small tip on it, the smallest one that I have. This is a T90 dotting tool. Yep, that's a word, T90, by Winstonia, and it comes with the set of brushes. It's a little bitty one. Anyways, I like to use this one, and I'm going to just trace the image the way I want it onto my rock. The dotting tool makes it an easy transfer without leaving any graphite behind, like a pencil. Working on these rocks, for me, it's important to not have that graphite because I don't want it getting all over my rock. So I'm going to trace the parts that I want onto my rock. Like, I'm going to use foil in my wings, so I don't think I'm going to trace these parts because they're just going to get covered up. But I do want these double lines. And I want the scroll swirlies. And then I am going to put the dots so I know where to dot. That way they're even. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer this all to my rock. Okay, once you have your image transferred, you can remove your transfer and keep it close by because sometimes you need to refer back to it for examples. But I wanted to show you another thing you can do with Santorini that's a pretty cool trick. If you have something sharp and pointy, you can basically scratch off a mistake. And then brush away the bits that you just removed. So let me show you that up close. Okay, so can you see here how I went out of the line? So I'm going to take this very sharp, pokey tool that I got for doing little resin projects. I think it's a bubble popper. Anyways, you just scratch off what you don't want and then brush it away. Isn't that cool? I usually wait to do this part until after I'm done painting. That way, if I have any other boo-boos, I can fix them too. Also, see here where that smudge is? You can take your sanding block, and that'll effectively get rid of that. And once you transfer it with the carbon, you can take an eraser. Just make sure your eraser's clean. Sometimes they have color on them from another project that you did. Okay, so you can just take your eraser over it and erase, make it lighter. If you're going to be using watercolor, this is pretty important. That way you don't see your lines through your work. Okay, and then I keep that brush around to clean off my work area, my rock. See, nice and clean, pretty rock. Okay guys, so I'm going to try to use Apple Barrel Jet Black, watered down, in my little Cornell fine line pen. So I'm going to water down this paint to an inky texture. And I don't know if it's going to work, but we shall see. It's easier to pick up your paint with a watercolor round brush. It might be too thick. We'll see here. And then load your tool just by dripping. Okay, we are full. And then always get it started on a piece of paper or some other place. Oh, it's already going. How about that? Looks like it might work pretty good. Okay. So I'm going to line my dragonfly. You know, it's pretty smooth. It does take a bit of, you know, trial and error with it. But this is the first full project where I'm going to use it for lining. Whoops. So if you make an error, try to grab it with your watercolor brush. There we go. Just a bit, and I can touch that up with a little white later. I want to reinforce this line here. You guys, this is so awesome. Oh, you're gonna love this tool. Okay. super cool. Yep. All right, let's try dotting. All right, I'm officially 100% sold on this baby. And I'd say so far, this apple barrel is flowing the smoothest out of anything I've put in it, acrylic-wise. The watercolor paint that I made has been the best so far, as far as flow goes. But this is the best acrylic experience I've had so far. It's even better than the Createx, which is a high flow acrylic for airbrush. And I'm not taking away from it. It's an awesome product. But I'm just enjoying this a little better. I'm just going to keep dotting here. All right, I'm going to trace the other side and then I'll be right back. All right, when you're done lining, don't forget to do the maintenance on your tool right then. You don't want to leave it sit. If you can't do it right then, put it in your water. But I don't recommend just leaving it there, you know, but put it in your water so that it won't, that paint won't dry all over it, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, so you can see here where I got an uh-oh. And now I don't. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so we are gonna do some cool foiling. Yay. This is the foil I'm going to be using in the wings. And I think I want to start like in here and go out with the rainbow colors. So it's gonna start like in the yellow like that. That way we can get the rainbow in there. Yeah, we will figure it out. So PPE, grab your gloves and your mask, your goggles, and meet me back here with your glue, your light, and your foil. Okay, I'm going to be using SXC Nail Art Foil Glue, disposable eyeliner brush. And I'm going to start with adding my glue. I'm going to pour it into my dish here. That way I can use it without having to pop back and forth into the bottle or, you know, use that big brush. So you want to make sure these brushes come with some starch in them. It makes them really stiff. You want to make sure to break that starch, and then you can use your brush. But you want it to be flexible. Okay, so I'm basically going to foil all my wings. This is going to be a simple dragonfly, but beautiful. So I'm going to apply the foil to my wing, but not that outer bit, just the inner loop. Dogs are going crazy. We have lots of dogs in our neighborhood. I do not have dogs, but it sounds like I do. So I'm going to do one section at a time. That way, if I don't want the same colors going that way, I can change it. And I'm going to torch this glue because it has some bubbles in it. I'll show you that. You see those bubbles? Okay, watch. See how they just disappear? Goodbye, bubbles. That's a good way to deal with bubbles and pitting and all of that. You want to cure that for one cycle. Okay, that's cured. Let's see here. So I want to put this on here about like what do I want? About like so. And then grab your soft tool, either silicone nail tool or a soft Q-tip. And make sure that your foil is laid down, and also pick up and look through your foil to make sure it's transferring without leaving anything behind. Wow, what a perfect transfer. Holy moly. Look at that. That might be the most perfect transfer I've ever done. Holy cow. That's gorgeous. Look, not a single dot of foil left in there. It looks like you could put your finger through it. Seriously, guys. Okay, right on. So I'm going to do this part now. Okay. I turned it to the other side of this so that I can, oops, I want it to go the right direction. And I want to make sure it's about the same area, if that makes sense. Pretty close. Perfect. And then there was a little bit of the foil went over up here. You can scrape that off with your tool as well. we'll touch up the line when we're done. Oh, so gorgeous. Okay, so now I gotta figure out, am I gonna do this color down here or this color down here? So let's see. I like this color down here, like that. Okay, we'll just have to do one. And if I don't like it, we'll foil over it. It's another thing. You can foil over foil. Okay, I'm going to torch that to deal with the bubbles. Turn it so you can see them. How did I do that? I need to go. There they are. Okay. See, now they're all going. And I'm going to cure that for a cycle. Okay, so it's going to be done. And I think I want it to go this way here. Oh, thank goodness. It just popped right off. Thank goodness it was a good transfer. Little bitty spot right there, but other than that, it's good. Wow, luck. I got lucky. That's very pretty. Okay, so I'm going to do that on this side as well. Okay, guys, I am done with the wings, and I'm going to do the body parts, and I'm going to do this. These two sections came from this foil here. Okay, and how did that get off me? I need to get my dryer sheet out. Okay, so I'm going to use this foil here in the body, like here, this part, leave that part down there, and then up here in the head, I'm going to do a different color. Anyways, we'll figure it out. I might change this to like, because you probably can't see it, but there's kind of a pattern here. It's like a V. So I'm trying to line that up in the thorax. Is that what that's called? Of the dragonfly. Anyways, let's see what we end up with here. So I think I'm going to do all these little sections, oops, at once. That way I can get the pattern right. Okay, I'm going to cure that. Okay, I think I changed my mind. I'm going to do this color in there. I'm going to start it here. Q-tip or swab. So make sure you lift up slowly, so if you gotta lay it back down, you can. Cool, we got a good transfer. Nice. Oh, sorta. Shoot. Okay. So if you notice that the edges did not lay down, oops, try to line it back up the best you can. With the colors, you know, being in the general area. Okay. Put it back down there and then grab a stylus, a dotting stylus, because it has a pointy edge, and work with those edges that didn't lay down. Much better. Okay, and now we need the head and the tail. I think I'm going to do the head, and I want this color. Yeah, we'll just do it. That's the tail. Okay. Okay. Oops. And our tail. Okay, I'm going to use rhinestones in the eyes so those can stay. I'm going to reline here. Lord, won't you give me a Mercedes Benz? Okay. Touch up any of our paint or foil. Now, we have a choice here. You can double foil and put some lace over the wings to give it an even more detailed look, and I'll show you what I mean here. Okay, so here's a couple examples. I'll just cut it off. We'll roll that later. Okay, so see how it just gives a cool new look to your wings, which I think I love. Or this even more intricate pattern here, which I think is too busy. So I think I'm gonna love that one. I mean, you can pick any kind you want. Like, here's another kind. It's just even more basic. Let's see. I still think I like this one better. All right. So yeah, we're gonna double foil. You guys get to see that. I've done it a few times. And let me grab some more of this. So same process, just apply your glue. But this time I'm gonna bring it all the way out here, okay? And yes, you're seeing this correctly. Just slap it right back on top of your foil. I'm going to do 2 at a time. That way I can use my time better and the foil better. Need to remove the bubbles. And cure for a cycle. I want to show you guys. So if we refer back to the butterfly or the dragonfly, now if you look at this foil that I've chosen, you see this shape right here, so it's similar here, like that. I'm not going to line it up that way, but it's where I'm getting my inspiration is from these shapes for which lace I chose. And then we apply you want to go from the bottom and split of the wing like that so that you can put this. Now, okay, also let me show you. So on these laces, see this space between, oh, come on camera, focus. See the space between here and here? This space right here. That is a problem. Okay, that is actually part of the foil, and it is blank. So if you get that right up the middle of your wing, it's there forever. And you'll have to refoil it. So I try to cut them out so they're not influencing my project. At least cut them off the side that I'm putting down. You know what I mean? Okay, so here we go. Those are gone. And I'm gonna put this, oops. Darn it, I didn't want to do that. Now I gotta put a second piece there. And I gotta try to line up a pattern. Oh goodness, guys. Okay, well, I'll show you how to do that. So let me finish this part first. It's the same thing, just make sure you've got a good transfer. Okay, and then this one, I didn't get all the way up on the, so if you see that there's a part of a flower or something, oh no, I'm so sorry. So if you see there's part of the flower there, I gotta line it up. Right here, this edge. Okay, so I'm going to try to find, there we go, there's a piece of a flower. That way it doesn't look so crazy weird. See? Better transfer there. Sorry about that, out of focus a moment ago. Okay, and then here again, if you've gone out of your line with your foil and your glue, you can scrape off the foil, the pattern here. And then brush it away. I think that's so beautiful. I'm so glad we did this. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Okay, guys. The wings are done. Aren't they glorious? You know, I think I need to clean my camera. Sound effects for you. I don't know why I feel like there's a halo. Okay. Anyways, so I don't know if you can see this foil here, but there's like flowers. Here, let me put it on the white part. See the flower in there? Okay, so get off of there. I'm going to put that on this thorax body part. It's too much, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to scrap that. Okay, I think we're maybe just going to put some rhinestones. Or we have all these. Here's one that's a little more separated. That looks pretty. Look. See that one? Then you could still see the color through it. So that would be pretty, like that. Okay, I applied glue to the body part and cured it, and now I am going to put the flower where I want it. So I want it right in the middle there. And I'm just going to pop this straight down. missed our head there. How did I miss our head? I don't know why it's not sticking there. So weird, guys. Okay. I'm gonna refoil. So now it's almost like a, what's it called, a mandala dragonfly, because of all the pretty paisleys and stuffs. Alright, so I'm going to use my flashlight here while I find an even different foil for the head. What should I put on there? Okay, I'm just going to put this like flower. There. All right, look. Fancy, yeah? If you guys saw this foil mess I have over here, you'd be ashamed. How about I show you? I'm going to turn you around. La, la, la. Whoops. You can never tell anybody. It's our secret. Oh, I don't know what I did here. All right. Okay, I dug out some rhinestones here. So I got teardrops on the dangles. We got a diamond shape there and a oval. Anyways, I'm going to put some round rhinestones on this part of the body. And for the eyes. Get off there. All right, so I'm just, you know, lining them up, and then I won't be attaching these until I do the resin, which I am dead out of. So I will update you on the picture as soon as I am resupplied. But I wanted to show you what it will look like. Okay. And then there'll be 2 more down here, but turn on the flash. Then you get a nice look. Doesn't that just make you happy? Beautiful. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me. I love it when you come and paint with me and foil and do all kinds of fun things. And thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that button and press the bell so that you can be notified when I'm uploading new content. Anyways, I'll see you again real soon. Thank you. I had to pop back on because I got impatient, so I used my top coat, which I love, and I have some more coming of that also. But the reason I love top coat is it's even glossier than UV resin, and you can use it to seal your rhinestones just like UV resin too. But I really like this two-tone look I've been going with, so I've been sealing just the artwork to the Santorini. I don't know if you can see this. So see, the Santorini is still bare and gorgeous and raw, and so it's such a cool combined textures. Anyways, I just had to share with you the sealed up. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm not even gonna add any more resin to it because it's totally sealed very well in there with the polish UV, which is a resin top coat as well. It's even glossier. Okay, there we go. So again, don't forget to subscribe and hit like for me, and drop some comments down there for me and tell me what you guys think about the tutorials. Let me know if you like them, what you may, you know, if there's something you would like me to do. Let me know. I'm open. All right, see you soon.